So I'll work on trying to be pretty vocal about my priorities here, because in Galaxy War my priorities shift quite a bit. So let's check this out here. On my main account, I do things quite a bit differently, but that's because I have a lot of money in my main account, and my main team is very strong, and I'm very comfortable with them. So on my main account, for like an additional challenge, I run my main PvP 5-man crew through the whole board, and I try to just win that way. Or I'll run my main crew, but swap an additional healer in and run a 3-healer team and try and run the whole board with that every day. On my ult, I will use some of my lower characters just to clear the first few boards. So generally, that's going to be a better decision, pretty much just overall, as far as clearing efficiency wise. So for Galaxy War, there is, if you're a free-to-play player, you find you're having some difficulties clearing and stuff like that, you can utilize clicking the gear up here in the top left corner and clicking a retreat. You might have to like look into that a little bit. Just search like Galaxy War retreat. You could probably get it in Google or whatever. I honestly don't even know in particular how it's used to maximum effectiveness, because I don't use it ever. But I guess like the idea there is that you can like burn their cooldowns, leave and rejoin. So I guess you'd have to do it like with an ult or something like that. I hate freaking Darth Maul. When Darth Maul kills someone with his auto attack, he gets a reset. So you can just literally run through your whole team if they're all within killable range of his Q. I don't think I killed anyone from that team. That's pretty sad. Do I have a Lumi's leader ability up? Oh, I do. Alright, we're gonna run that. So we're running 2 healers, a taunt with a auto heal, and then my 2 highest damage dealers. Alright, so kill priority. Darth Maul is definitely first priority. Just because you can see what he can do. He's a paid character. So that person probably did their like 8-pack pull of Chromium or something like that, and they pulled like a 4-star Darth Maul. Darth Maul usually has like an extremely smaller health bar over other people. So as priority shifts, as I'm like working through doing like AoE, getting counter attacks, things like that, you're gonna kind of work down some characters on the other team typically. So that's how priorities can shift with each round. Since I don't do the retreat mechanic or bug or exploit, however you want to call it, I don't think it's technically been classified yet officially. So do with it as you will. But I don't use that, so what I try and do is I'll work down the first 2 to 3 people as quickly as possible. In this case, on a lower level non-6e character, it's a little bit easier to choose priorities because realistically you want to have a character advantage as fast as possible, because then you have a turn advantage as fast as possible. So knocking out the lowest, shittiest geared character is generally a good idea. Unless there's a super high priority target like a Daka or something like that. Pretty much if you see Daka, you should kill Daka first. It's a general rule of thumb. her ability to revive and that nonsense just is a little ridiculous. So Talia can be a good first target or second target, or just kind of when I think of her. So like you get through the highest damage dealers or people that like suppress healing, things like that. Those are high priority targets like Kylo, Sidious. But once you kill the high damage dealers, like one or two of them, and you start breaking into healers, Talia is generally one of the better healers to target first, just because she's gonna proc her heal, and her heal removes 20% of her health, so it does help you kind of get her down as quick as possible. Yeah, honestly, like if you're running into teams that are like way more difficult and stuff for you, then I don't know. I would probably take advantage of it, but it's like on stream and stuff. Like it's just getting like really touchy for me. So, like if it ends up being classified as an exploit by the game company and stuff like that, then not like EA or whatever, then I'd prefer not to have it on stream. Typically, if I see like an exploit or something like that, like I'll do it once to see if it actually exists, and then I really don't think that's an exploit. It doesn't feel like an exploit. They have the retreat button in there. It just like the only part that's really I think up for debate is whether or not some of the how it interacts are how it was designed. It was supposed to be. Like if it wasn't supposed to reset their cooldowns or this or that, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Time will tell. I don't think it's a big deal right now. So for you guys, definitely do it if you need to. Clearing that board is extremely strong for your account. I will say that because you can get 15 shards because you can buy 5 shards for 400 of the Galaxy War crystals or whatever. So you can get 15 shards for a hero every day, which is amazing because there's 2 really good people. I feel like maybe 6 seasons gonna be hard for us to get 12 people. So there's some. I'm not certain with that because my main typically has a lot of problems, and I think it's because I went through and I have so many characters and so many characters leveled up and geared up that it expects me to be able to have multiple groups. Even though that ends up not really being the case. So, kind of a weird thing. I think the Sentinel droid does more damage if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to choose him as my first target. I think he's dead. Cool. This guy's got super low health, so he's just going to have to get knocked out real quick. Oops. I didn't see Chewy on it. I wish to use my AoE there. Sidious is awesome because Sidious just gives like the auto beat on people, and then when there's a taunt or something like that, you just use his AoE. It's nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I agree with you guys. Seems a little too strong. Yep. But I also don't think it's like something major. Like, it's not as bad as the Vader thing. Like the Vader thing is really bad, and they should definitely punish those accounts. But right now they don't know how to, and they just don't have an understanding of what's going on enough to be able to punish those people. But they will, which is good because it's bullshit. So if you hadn't heard about it, what happened was people found some way to like glitch the system so that they could get a 6 or 7 star Darth Vader. So it's not currently feasible. If you have every achievement done in the game right now, the most you can have is a 5 star Vader. So just not something that should be real right now. So if you do see a 6 or 7 Darth Vader, don't freak out. What they did is they live tuned the Vader. Any Vader that is over 5-star to like a 5-star or a 4-star or something like that. So even though it will say 6 or 7-star, it will be at the strength of what it should be. So yeah, people are scummy. They're super scummy. What's the point? Like, why are you even playing the game? Like, just download the like offline version or something. I don't even know, and just hack and just run infinite money and whatever. It's like awesome. You have essentially just ruined. You have just ruined the game for yourself. Like, okay. Get dead, Daka. I love it, Talia. You can force Talia to waste some of her health and kill herself on a heal, or target that can't heal himself. It's really nice. It's like, thanks for doing 20% damage to yourself, Talia. You're just a swell person. Talia and Consular exact same choice here at this point. Talia's cooldown for her heal would be up off the time that by the time that I had her dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. All around. Yeah, seriously. I think mine is near 5-star as well on my main account. I have no desire to farm her on that account at all. I'll probably work on her a bit on my ult, but I'm not like a lot. I'd rather focus Lumi, Daka, and Jedi Consular over Talia, to be entirely honest. I'm gonna heal a little early here. May have been. That's like one of those times where like I would decide to heal the next turn, and like 5 of my or like 3 of my guys would just be wiped out or something like that, and I'd be super upset at myself for making the poor decision to not heal that turn. So it's kind of a razor thin edge in Galaxy War sometimes. So when I start getting down to where I have 2 to 3 left, I just start auto-attacking, just using their default ability. So that way I have all of my bursts and everything set up and ready to go for next round. Like having all of my cooldowns ready to go for the fresh fight, so... It just really helps to be able to essentially down some, like 1, maybe 2 people in the first, like, round. Get some crits, get some lucky crits or whatever. Yeah. Seriously, it's a little rough. So FE180 was talking about it's rough because he's gonna have to stop using First Order TIE Pilot because he's only at 4-star, and there isn't a legitimately easy way for a free-to-play player to get more shards for him. So. If you have Darth Maul unlocked, just make sure that you're checking each battle so that you can make sure that there's 3 Jedi. Like, 2 to 4 Jedi. It's kind of personal preference thing. You want to run Maul because he's just gonna murder. He's gonna get too much value. Yay, Billy Block. Beautiful. Yay. I'm gonna go Sidious. Sidious is usually one of the higher priority targets. Just his general survivability and everything like that. It's just survivability on top of just ruining my healer's times. Mace Windu is going to be your last target. Like, I think the best description I've ever seen of Mace Windu was that he just the best thing that he could do is like die or something like that. It's just like he's just essentially worthless like the whole time. I think someone on the subreddit or in our Discord chat room had spent like a lot of effort putting into him because he was like a free to play or something like that, and he had unlocked him. So, just garbage, absolute garbage character, which is disappointing. He's kind of a iconic character to some degree. He's like one of the few with a purple lightsaber. I think that's pretty cool. I think he should be a little bit stronger. And I like the idea of some of his abilities, but I think that it's just quite a bit of tweaking. Too many people playing Arc right now. It's disappointing. Luke has a higher output. I'll put it this way. So Luke has a scarier output versus Sidious because Luke will output more damage in a single target versus a single target, but Sidious is just more of an annoyance because he's harder to hit. He's got the natural dodge, which Jedi, etc. And he does really good damage, but he also has AoE. He has the AoE attack, so both of Luke's attacks are a single target. Stop hitting the same freaking person. It's really annoying. See if we can miraculously survive this somehow. It's gonna get like bowcastered to death from Chewie. It does like negative damage. There we go. Just gonna taunt it out, I guess. See if I can't work the heal up. There we go. Should be okay now. Really didn't want to use that taunt there, but losing Consular would have been really bad this early. Couldn't risk it. That would be nice. Having I mean, I don't want more streamers because it's gonna take away. It's gonna take away from me. I don't want you guys to go anywhere. But no, it's good for everyone because it keeps the game popular and it keeps it around, but also gets more players and more viewers. So It's actually all a good thing. I'm just teasing. I gotta run Lumi on my alt. This is the first day I'm doing it, and it seems to be really nice so far. You should get increased survivability through the group dodge and then the group heal as well, so pretty nice. I think we're up to do Stadia here. I'm choosing Stadia specifically because the healing debuff. I just want to get rid of it as quickly as possible. That sucked. Stop it. Stop it. No one died. I don't know if I have a heal up though. See if I can kill Sidious. Sweet. Alright. We're in business. Yay, got Lumi's heal. Sweet. Should be okay. Oh, that's not okay. So why am I still hitting Chewie? Okay. No, no, stop hitting Lumi. Oh, now. Literally right after that. It's really frustrating. Jedi Consular's Force Blast heals him. Very nice. I feel like I have I feel naturally like upset when I don't get to heal with it, and I just output damage with it. Somewhat inefficiency. Yeah, it needs an infinite mode. We've actually had quite a bit of discussions on that. Quite a few different discussions on that. Actually, I think between all of us, we came up with at least um, 3 to 5 different like varieties where you could add an infinite mode, and it would be really nice. I just want to tweak. I just want to tinker and tweak. Like, it's really expensive to invest in a character to like get the gear, get the levels, get the money to level him, get the ability mats, like all of that. It's really expensive. And if someone's gonna do that, like they should be able to, if they're gonna go the mile to do that, they should be able to test it thoroughly. I think that's kind of garbage. So hopefully, we get a good mode. I typically don't run into Dooku first. So if I have stun on my team, then I'll try and proc it on Dooku, and if the stun procs, then I'll run through and finish Dooku off. But if that doesn't happen, then I generally wait until like second to last or last before I'll actually work on him. Just like, I'm gonna fuck you up. I wish they made the bowcaster hurt a little bit more. Like, it was its damage output was pretty well accentuated in the movie, so I felt that would have been pretty nice if it was just like he has all his normal abilities and stuff like that, but nice targeting by the AI. It's like when I'm sitting here in front of my computer and I click auto, and it has the targeting bug where it switches back and forth between all the different characters. It's like, why does the AOI when I play just absolutely shit stomp? And It's annoying. RNG sometimes. Yeah. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. You came out from under the bed. Yeah. Can Chewie and Sidious beat a Dooku and a Phasma? Probably not. Curious to find out, though. So close. Oh my god. The fucking autos. Wow. Well, I said probably not. I still feel I was correct in that. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So the bad thing about extra attack teams and counter teams and stuff like that is, or extra attack teams is counter teams. It's a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, me too, man. They really should. I know. I'm pretty sure it's in the works, but yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like if I want to spend 10 hours like testing decks and stuff, like why can't I? Just let me. Should really be no restrictions on that. So I was thinking that I needed to come back. Actually, I need to go grab this real quick. Knock that out. Ugh, that one Maze Windu shard. Not cool. Alright, we are close. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this actually. I like the B team here. Like the super B team. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it through this one. This should probably be the hardest one on my board. Usually it's somewhere between like 1 and 6 or something. With I think the average being the third. The third from the last one being the most difficult. As the 1 round docket. Awesome. It's not going very well so far. Daka didn't proc revive, which sucks. Mace Windu didn't even. Wow, yeah, this is over. This is super over.